subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Welcome to the Black on Black Crypto Podcast.
The Black on Black Crypto Podcast.
With BGZ, K-Rock, and Shay Royals. Tonight, we run with the bulls on the Black on Black Crypto Podcast.
Are you ready? I love that intro. Shout out to my boy Mark Prime. Yo, you need a voiceover, holla at Mark Prime. Get at me in my inbox, whatever you need, man. Mark is a true professional, dog. Mark hooked me up many times on many different projects, man. We got a great working relationship, man. Brother come through real quick with it, too. So holla at Mark Prime on Facebook. If you need a voiceover professional, that's my boy, Mark. I appreciate you, man. Yo, what up, people? We here, man. We looking at the market, yo. The market is looking hot. We are on a heater. I mean, Bitcoin has exploded past its all-time high. Ethereum pushed past 4,000 on the way to pushing past its all-time high. And this is where everything gets interesting. Okay, this is where everything gets interesting. Once Bitcoin and Ethereum start to get into what's called price discovery, this is where you see those big parabolic moves to the heavens while Bitcoin discovers where it wants to go next. And I mean, this is the bull market, man. This is what drives the prices. It's going to be, billions of dollars in the market. It's going to be a lot of FOMO, fear of missing out. People are going to start buying Bitcoin now because they're afraid of missing out on where it might go. There are all kinds of, I don't want to say propaganda, but price predictions, propaganda, people saying it's going to be $1 million Bitcoin. And you're talking about from 60,000. I mean, that's about a 10 or 15x right there, right? Just off of Bitcoin, if it touches $1 million. I don't think it's going to be $1 million, but this is the type of information that's going out on major news channels, right? So this is going to drive up the prices. Don't be surprised if you see a lot more of that today and in the coming days. And that's going to drive up the price, man. And once that money pours into Bitcoin, right, and people start to pull their profits, they're going to put them into your altcoins, all of these other coins here. And this is going to drive up the prices in the market for those coins also. Hold on, get my little work computer over here. I love working remote. All right. They ain't talking about that. We on this money right now. All right. So we're looking at the market, man. This is the last hour. You can see, man, prices are just consolidating. Everything's kind of floating around, closer to zero. Nothing's too far in the red. Nothing's too far in the green. Within the last hour, prices are consolidating. This is a great time to buy. This is a great time to buy. This is the top 100. Check the 100 to 200 market caps. Everything's just kind of floating here, floating close to zero. Nothing's really, jumping right now. Got Jasmine down about less than 1% on the hour. So again, this is a great consolidation point to buy. Okay, you may get one more small wick down, but these are pretty much for the coins that I'm tracking. We're at a good buy point to bounce out of here and move on up to the next level. I'll show y'all the charts here in a minute and why I think that. Let's go back to the top 100, check performance today. So this is today. Again, everything's pretty much in the green. Got a few things in the red, but nothing too serious. So again, this is a great consolidation buy point. You have a few things that have kind of taken off already. These are going to be the hot projects, man. AVAX, Pipe, Mina. You see FILE getting some movement here. I put out a post about FILE earlier. PostX is getting some movement. Algo, Rune, Floki, Litecoin getting some movement. That's a pretty interesting one. Near Protocol is getting some movement. You got your StarkNet over here. Lots of coins getting some movement early, but I got my one. I'm on Jasmine. I'm a Jasmine head. And if I go to the top 100, 200, okay. The only one I know over here is Cello. Cello is getting 53.04% increase right now. So Cello took off. That's interesting. All right. What else we got over here that I know? Loop Ring. Loop Ring is a good one. LRC. I remember that from the last bull run. Loop Ring is a great technology that's going to be useful in the Internet of Things. So make sure y'all check that out. Loop Ring, LRC. All right, so let's go ahead and there go Jasmine, just sitting there in about a negative 2.85, close to negative 3% range. Again, it's ranging out, right? We're consolidating, getting ready for this bull market. Let's check the week. All right. A few things jumped out this week, nothing too heavy. Let's go back to top 100. And this week we caught Gala Games. I told y'all Gala Games was a hot project in the gaming sector of AI, of crypto. So how this thing went this bull run, right? We had Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course, but after that, the hottest category of cryptocurrencies was the meme coins. So you had a bunch of meaningless, pointless coins that exploded. You had your dog coins. There was one called Dog with Hat, WIF, Dog with Hat. You had one, we know Dogecoin, we know Shiba, right? All of these different meme coins took off. I think a lot of different dog coins took off, and then they moved their money from the dog coins into the cat coins. So I think something like a Taylor Swift's cat or something like that took off. And so those meme coins are really leading right now in terms of what's giving people returns. From the meme coins, everything went into AI. So everything went into AI. That's where your GRT and your render, all of those different AI category tokens saw the biggest gains and returns. And after that, everything shifted over. Jasmine, right, is included in that. After that, everything shifted over into gaming. Gala being one in particular, being the hottest that caught that wave. Gala, we talked about Snoop Dogg, right? Let me see if I can find that. Snoop Dogg mentioned that he wanted to partner with Gala Games and release Death Row's catalog exclusively on the metaverse. And he did it. And they already have that whole thing locked down. So that was very interesting to see all of that kind of play out. And that Gala is actually leading the market right now when it comes to the gaming sector of cryptocurrency. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Fair use, Facebook, fair use. All right. Fair use, fair use.
How much for that? I want all of them, not just mine, all of them. But I want them all.
All right, so he's talking about buying up Death Row Records. All right, so he bought, and I read into the backstory. He bought Death Row. Believe it or not, BlackRock owned Death Row Records. I think BlackRock bought it from Suge, and Snoop got it from BlackRock. And if you know anything about BlackRock, BlackRock is buying up a shit ton of Bitcoin right now. All right, so I think part of that partnership was that Snoop, was gonna go ahead and partner up with them and help them, get some publicity, get exclusive access to the Death Row catalog. We talking about Snoop, Dre, we talking about Pac, you know what I'm saying? That just a hot catalog of music that's going to be out there in that gaming metaverse, which is going to be hot. If you know anything about Grand Theft Auto, the music is a big part of the allure of the game. So having that exclusive access to Death Row's catalog, it's going to be, that was a big move, man. Shout out to them.
Oh, there's one more piece missing. What about the publishing? I need all of that too. Now what? Then the next play, now watch this play. Snatch everything Death Row off traditional. iTunes, Apple, Spotify, batapa. Fuck out of here.
That was a big time play, man. Snoop, that was the boss business move, man. Bruh, what, 60, damn near 60 years old, man. It took him that long to get it, but shout out to him for the boss business move, getting publishing. I mean, just wiping out all the competitors, man, moving them off the table, betting on yourself, and going out and exploring the new technology, man, creating your own lane. Shout out to Snoop.
Freeze.
Another sound of Death Row.
Freeze. Now watch this. So take the Death Row catalog to Gala Games, the company that I fuck with in the metaverse. That's where it lives at in the metaverse.
That's it, man. Yo, we taking the Death Row catalog to Gala Games, right, in the metaverse. And that's where we at, man. We in the metaverse right now with Gala. And Gala has already given us a big come up. So shout out to Snoop, shout out to Gala. And man, we finna make some money off of Gala. But let's see, man, what else we got? Let's go look at the market, man. Let's go look at the charts here. Bitcoin is at $72,000 right now. And it's just crazy to think. If I go back to the weekly view here, you see my arrow pointing up, right? We're going up. All right. There may be a retrace here, so just be careful. Somewhere around 72 or 75. Just be careful. Maybe a slight retrace on Bitcoin. Trying to do anything crazy with Bitcoin before we really shoot out. It may just go ahead and continue to explode forward from here. So watch out for that. But I'm looking at Bitcoin, man. If you bought Bitcoin back in November of 2022 when it hit the bottom, all right, if you bought it when it hit the bottom in November of 2022, you are looking at 3.6 times your money right now. So if you bought $1,000, you're sitting up at around what's that? $4,600 right now. And I mean, that's a pretty big play, man. That's a good play for Bitcoin, and still rising, right? The figures for Bitcoin show that we could go possibly up to, I mean, we're talking about, I'd start, taking some profit at around 100. For one, that's going to be a psychological level. Whenever we reach 100,000, definitely take out some profit there around 110, 111. If we get beyond that, I would probably hold until we got up to around 160, 180-ish, maybe 150, take some profit. Come up with your own profit plan based on these levels. We're going to have different opportunities to see Bitcoin really go up in price. Again, anywhere from 200 to 240,000 is what I'm pretty much estimating. We got some estimates out there that are talking about Bitcoin going up much higher, 1,800,000. I don't think it's going to get that high, but if it does, it's great. It's great for the market, great for everything else in the market. Ethereum's pushed above 40,000. We're at $40,035 right now. And we can see we're only still about 20% from the all-time high at 48.55. So we got a long way to go before we reach the all-time high with Ethereum. but we are en route. All right, we're moving at a great pace, and that's the good thing about it. Look at the total three market cap still going up here. We don't run into resistance until we get up, maybe another 100 million or more of market cap, and we're not really going to take off into full-blown altcoin season until we get above 1.13 trillion in market cap for all of your altcoins. All right, once we start to explore a new all-time high for your altcoins here. So this thing, we still have time. We're just in the middle, right? I call this the middle phase. We're in the middle of the bull run. We're not at the beginning. We've already taken off from the beginning, but we're in the middle. And once we reach that all-time high point, that's when we're going to start really taking off, really seeing those parabolic moves, and the market's going to be going up, bouncing up and down like crazy and wild. If you've never seen it before, it is something to behold. If you don't have any charts, it's cool to watch it on a chart when it happens. You'll never see a stock market rally move quite like that, except for Nvidia. Nvidia might have did something like that, but I've never seen nothing like it. Pretty cool experience to watch it move once it starts to go. Right now, let's see. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, and this is kind of holding steady, right? So that's pretty cool. That's going to give the altcoins a chance to kind of catch up. And you can see we bottomed out and we're working our way up. So Bitcoin, this is when it did its rise up to the new all-time high. And now it's kind of moving sideways right there. All right, moving sideways. We may see like I said, a drop here soon. Like this looks like a double top. And we may start to see a decline on Bitcoin dominance here soon. So Bitcoin can kind of cool off while Ethereum and the altcoins gain some power and some strength. Ethereum can catch up to its all-time high and catch up to Bitcoin, and the altcoins can have a rally and go up to the next level. ETH, BTC, we're still in that channel, stupid channel we've been in since 2022, September 2022. Maybe we push out finally, right? Since we're at the all-time highs. This is a chart that measures the strength of Ethereum versus the strength of Bitcoin. When it's down, Bitcoin is doing better. Whenever it's going down, when it's going up, Ethereum is doing better. So hopefully on this weekly candle, we can get a weekly close above that trend line here. And, that will push us up to higher heights here. And we can start to see more of the juice from the market pour back into Ethereum and the altcoins. So again, we're at that point right now where if you're looking for a token, if you're looking for a project that interests you, this is kind of the last train leaving zone where you need to really get in. If you're looking to just buy a long position, you don't want to do any trading, all of that complex stuff, you need to get in now or you're going to miss the train. I wouldn't advise after we leave this area. I'm not going to be advising anybody to get in the market at that point, unless you're doing a short trade. The further you go along, the closer you get to these tops, I mean, the harder the fall is. So your money's going to be at way more risk if you're not coming in from the bottom, pretty much where we started back in last summer through October, right? Buying into cryptocurrency. We're still at a good point now. Again, we've already went up a level or so. Not that bad, right? If you still want to get in, if you're late, we're not all the way taken off yet. But after we leave this point, I'm not going to be advising anyone to get into the market. It's too risky. If you're new, especially, do so at your own risk. And of course, anytime you enter the market, do so at your own risk. But buying in lower is less risky. So get in now while the prices are still low. If you haven't, hit me up in our inbox and let me know if you need any help. So let's look at XYO. XYO is looking pretty good, starting to take off today. Coming out of that retrace, right? We took off from last week, a few weeks ago, actually. This was 5 March, right? And we had a 100% move just about 94, 95% move. From there, we had a 25% retrace, and now we're about to pull out of that move. So what I do for XYO is it's gonna go above 0.0154, and it should come back and retest it. And once you see it go above 0.0154 and come back and retest it, if you're trying to trade, this will be your buy zone for XYO. And from there, we are looking at from 0.154, we're looking at a 58% move to the next target. Okay. 60% move to the next target. And after a retrace there, I mean, we're talking about XYO could go and give you 4 or 5 times, talking about 400%, 500% or more on its bull run. So we're getting closer to that parabolic movement where we're going to really go up here and push towards this all-time high and try to explore some areas above it and find a price above it. All right, so XYO is a good one. GRT is a good one out here on the weekly. You can see that we've came up here to this point. Maybe we get a bit of a retrace in this area before taking off to the next target. And we're talking about anywhere from a 300% move for GRT going up to the next target. So, looking at GRT for a 3X is a hot move right now. If you're looking for a token, GRT had great performance on the last bull run. You can see it pretty much took off from a little bit lower than here at around 25 cents, and it blew up all the way to $2.90, right? So that was a 10 times. We had a 10X on GRT in the last bull run, and all of that happened over the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It took 5 weeks for this thing to go 10 times. So you can see when it does explode, I mean, it shoots out of there like a gun, man. You're gonna have money making opportunities for a few weeks, and then you're gonna have a market cool down. Don't wait till it gets up here before you decide you want to buy, right? You want to start to get it while it's down in these areas. These are the best buying opportunities. All right. Got some more here. Clover, ICP. Everything's pretty much primed. File is going to be a good one. I hate File, but whenever it finally does take off, because it has a lot of interest, a lot of people are into File. Whenever it finally does take off, this thing can get you easily, 10, 20 times or more. Very interesting chart opportunity here for Filecoin if you want to risk it. It has a lot of swings on a low time frame, so it's hard for me to trade in and out of. But if you want to get a long position, File is an excellent candidate right now at around $11. If you can get it closer to that $10 range, if you want to wait, see if there's a pullback, that would be a great buying opportunity for a lot of major upside with Filecoin. I'm going to take a quick look at Gala Games. We went up pretty heavy here. All right, we went up to about, we're at 7 cents right now, about 7.5 cents. We just saw about a 400% move on Gala Games over the past few weeks. So, big come up for the people who were able to get into Gala Games. Very big come up. And we're sitting right now on top of that EMA, that 200-day EMA, right? and retesting it like we should. As long as we hold that EMA, we're going to go up to the next level. You can see here we have support here from previous price history right around that same range. So we're holding this level right now. And from here, the last time we were here at this price, let's see what happened. Last time we were here at this price back in 2021, we shot up with the 10X. All right, almost an 11X. So, very good spot to buy Gala Games. Last train leaving type opportunity. If you want to get into a trade, you can take Gala Games from here and trade out at 29 cents. That would give you about a 300X. So you can get in and out of the market, 3 or 4 times your money, and you'll get out, watch it retrace, maybe buy back in lower if it drops back down to around 16, 17, 20 cents, somewhere around there, and try to catch the ride back up with your profits if you wanted to use that as a strategy. Jasmine coin is sitting kind of in the same spot as Gala Games, right? We're above that 200-day EMA, and we are holding above it, right? So we're doing good. Let me go to this chart over here. All right, we're doing pretty good. We're holding above that EMA. And the last time we were here, okay, at this particular point on the way up, this is back in 2021, we went up to about 9.09 cents, 9.5, which is about a 300% move before we retraced back down to about 0.5. And from 0.5, we really had a big move up to about 32 cents. So I'm looking at Jasmine to at least touch its 32 cents. People think it can go to $1, $2, $5, which is an all-time high. I'm looking for a move up to 32 cents because I bought in so early. I mean, once we get up to this 9-cent mark, I'm taking profit. Once we get up to, 9 cents, I'm taking profits. If we get to 32 cents, I'm popping this cigar. That's all I'm gonna say. If we get up to $1, $2, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all might not hear from me no more. All right. But that's pretty much it. Just want to do a quick tap in, man. Look at the market. I'll let the people check with y'all, man. Hope everybody out there doing great, being wonderful. Trade responsibly. Only invest what you have to lose. All right. Only invest what you have to lose. And if you got questions, man, ask questions, do your research, but even, ask questions, come here, ask questions, go around on YouTube, Twitter, ask people questions, get the answers you need. And that's it, man. We finna make this money. Hope everybody be beautiful out there, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Soundstripe.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Welcome to the Black on Black Crypto Podcast.
The Black on Black Crypto Podcast.
With BGZ, K-Rock, and Shay Royals. Tonight, we run with the bull on the Black on Black Crypto Podcast.